I couldn't believe my eyes with the NATO experiments in Daveli's cave. This is what a Greek secret agent said. The following article regarding the testimony of an anonymous secret agent of Greece seems to be particularly interesting beyond what it should be. The specific story that we'll read now is below is a true testimony. However, it's presented in a fictional version of understandable reasons, according to the author and researcher Nikolaos Argyriou from his book entitled Ioki, published by Pavlos. Quote is from Paranormal. Quote, along the way, in my 31 years in the police, I spent 2/3 of my service life in special services, so I had the opportunity to see if those who govern us are doing it for the benefit of the Greek people or for their own benefit. In particular, the Greek state, as it was formed in 1821, is capable of managing this huge cultural property of the Greek nation, and in addition, I would say that several times it sells out or betrays elements of vital importance concerning the further course of our nation, and for this reason, and for many reasons, I decided to organize a cultural association that will start a patriotic action need today. And given that in our country there is strong anti-Hellenic activity from large archaeological missions with a large number of human resources, another suspicious role played at the same time by specific foreign forces throughout one of the Greek agricultural schools. All this is extremely dangerous for the citizens of this place. And he goes on to say, what do you mean when you say that they betray the vital information concerning the course of our nation? I asked, as if coming out of hazy memories. I will tell you a case to be more understandable. Due to my participation in the secret services of Greece, I actually had a small power of seeing events that happened between the base of Neamakri and Mount Pentelikon, with reference point the so-called Cave of Daveli. The special area for a long time had been a NATO area, and access to the public, of course, was not allowed. What I had realized for sure was that experiments were being done involving the splitting of space-time. So, did you notice anything strange? I asked, feeling my heart beating very hard. Personally, regarding Daveli's cave, I can say that I saw figures within the NATO-controlled area that should not normally be there. In particular, prehistoric animals appeared as if in a projection of a three-dimensional image, which one could say was perhaps a splitting of space-time. The latter is based on the principle that energy is not destroyed but changed. This means that the great powers not only knew the above-mentioned principle, but tried to decode it to its maximum extent in order to use it as their weapon, their new technology. In fact, I came across and from an agent who acted during the period of occupation with serious missions, like the case that took the former prime minister of the post-occupation government from the hands of the Germans in order to hand him over to the Allies on the charge of high treason for collaborating with the enemy. So once upon a time, that serious agent, a size of the British Secret Services and quite old, who had specialized in photography, he confided in me that there was a film that allowed them to photograph a place and show on the film who was there some time ago. So now you understand how treacherously the official state works, where of course it's managed by a ruling class that doesn't even think in Greek. Now, because the way of thinking that runs through this particular class has its roots in the beginning of another rule, in addition, in Greece today there's also a section of people who try to use our ancestors as a vehicle to earn money, and most of the time they do this, unfortunately, by falsifying the real meaning of their knowledge, which comes from the past. So let's call this phenomenon ethnokaphelia, and that's, in other words, they're ripping off the nation, and it's just as treacherous as the official state. Therefore, it is one thing to live from your ideas and another to live for your ideas. And this I've translated for you from a Greek article. He's talking about some kind of a technology that they have concerning splitting of space-time. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.